We hope, the fans like it. Of course, we're not going to satisfy everyone, but we think it's still in the Outlander world, and we think that this should tie up some loose ends.
Season 7 ended with Jamie and Claire having some revelations about their daughter Faith and planning to head to the Ridge. What is in store for them at the start of season 8?
I think at the start of season 8, we see them find out a little bit more about Faith and what her possible fate was. And it's quite shocking. And I think Claire ends up doing something very shocking. It sort of leads them to realize that maybe there is more in their family than they thought, and heading home to the Ridge seems like a very apt place to go and to sort of heal from those revelations.
The fandom for this series is quite dedicated. Like, I would put it in like Grey's Anatomy, like dedication. How has it been, knowing that this is the final season, like landing this plane without rocking the boat for fans?
Oh, this plane is going down. It is definitely about to land. And the fans have been amazing throughout all the seasons. To be in the same bracket as Grey's Anatomy, I mean, it's incredible. We've had an amazing journey. There are no life vests here. I love that analogy. We wanted to come back and finish it with an ending that felt satisfying. We obviously didn't do all the books. We couldn't, but we have made our own ending. And we hope, the fans like it. Of course, we're not going to satisfy everyone, but we think it's still in the Outlander world, and we think that this should tie up some loose ends and maybe pose a few more questions, but it's Outlander, and yeah, we love it, and we're big fans as well now, which is really exciting.
You both had some more modern roles since you finished filming in late 2024. Is it refreshing playing characters more firmly rooted in the present, or do we kind of miss the petticoats and swords and muskets?
I seem to always be in period drama, just varying different degrees of period. I was back in a petticoat this summer. Mm-hmm. I swore I wouldn't be for a while, but I was.
And out of all of these, a number of productions you've been doing, how many are period?
That I filmed last year? All of them. But yeah.
Do you just live at home in period costumes?
I think my rejection of modern society, I get to live out in my work.
You should do that woman that flew the airplane across the Atlantic but disappeared.
Amelia Earhart is trying to.
You could.
It's already been done.
That's a shame.
I think anytime I can inch into the 20th century, the costumes are always a lot more comfortable.
Yeah.
But you're going to do something very modern soon. No sword. But
no swords. More weapons.
Other weapons.
But not very comfortable, actually.
No?
No.
Do you miss the kilt?
I do. It's very freeing. And it acts like a parachute if you jump out of an airplane.
Oh, it's delightful as it goes over your face, no doubt. Yeah. Caitriona, this season you stepped behind the camera for episode 2, Chef's Kiss on that bear scene.
Oh, thank you.
You had me.
I loved it.
Was this the first time you directed for the series?
Yeah, season 7 I got to do some sort of second unit, or they call them the untolds, which are like, scenes that potentially would live in the world of an episode but just couldn't for time's sake. So that was sort of my training ground. But it was the first time I've directed a full ep. I was very fortunate. I got to do all of my prep with Jan Mathias, who is our episode 1 director, and Stain. They were great mentors to me and really held my hand as we went through from the very first day of prep. But it was the most fun, and to be able to work with Sam and all the rest of the cast in that capacity and our crew. Honestly, I was buzzing for about 10 weeks just when we were doing the whole thing. It was so exciting, and I think, being on a long-running show, Sam and I have always wanted to add strings to our bow and sort of expand our knowledge on the show and become producers and all of that kind of stuff. And this was just another one where I was just really curious and wanted to see what that was like. And it was just, I loved every second of it.
It's like you went from being flight attendant to the captain. You had your co-pilot and you did a transatlantic flight.
You've given him a plane analogy, and now the rest of it's going to be like that.
I love it.
Oftentimes when we see these epic series, they leave not only an impact on their fans, but also on the communities with which they've been filmed in. Sam, what has been the impact that Outlander has had on Scotland?
Yeah, it's like one of these holiday destinations that then becomes really, really popular, where everyone goes for summer holidays.
On planes.
Yeah, on planes. It's become very popular on the map. Obviously, Scotland's been a huge character in the show. Tourism in Scotland has increased exponentially. The industry itself has completely changed. We went from having no sound studios to creating our own one to employing huge numbers of cast and crew, crafts people behind the scenes. It's really done a wonder for not just Scotland, but the UK. And then, I think we've seen people from all around the world fall in love and know Scotland. So, yeah, it's been huge for Scotland. And I think we're very thankful in Scotland for it. And we encourage you all to come visit.
Done. Got a plane
On a plane.
ticket already on my way.